In a world where stories are more than just ink on paper, there lived a peculiar bookkeeper named Mr. Elric Thistle. His gray hair drifted like clouds on a lazy afternoon, and his eyes. Oh, his eyes held entire galaxies within them. They say his bookshop, Whispers and Wonders, wasn't just any ordinary store on Forget-Me-Not Lane. It was a place where memories never truly faded. The villagers, bless their hearts, would visit often. They'd browse through leather-bound books, crane their necks at shelves that seemed to stretch just a bit too high toward the ceiling, and smile at the friendly bell that announced their arrival. But they only ever saw what they expected to see. You see, there was something magical happening in that shop when the last customer would leave, and the closed sign swung gently in the window. When silence fell, Mr. Thistle would do something extraordinary. He would whisper to the books. And here's the thing that would make your skin tingle. They whispered back. These weren't just ordinary books filled with made-up tales. No, these books were keepers of real memories, vessels of lost dreams, archives of lives that could have been, and sometimes they held secrets so deep that people had deliberately chosen to forget them. But everything changed on that stormy Wednesday when Calla walked in. She was 12 years old, with courage in her heart and curiosity sparking in her eyes. Through the thunder and lightning, she pushed open that old wooden door and asked a question that would change everything. Do you have a book about people who disappear in storms? Mr. Thistle looked at her in a way he hadn't looked at anyone in decades. There was recognition in those galaxy-filled eyes of his. Without a word, he led her to a section of the shop that had remained hidden from every other visitor who had ever stepped foot inside Whispers and Wonders. From a shelf that seemed to glow with its own light, he pulled out a book with an emerald cover that pulsed like a heartbeat. There, written in golden letters that hadn't been there moments before, was Calla and the Forgotten Lightning. When Mr. Thistle handed it to her, he simply said, "It's not written yet, but it's yours to finish." The moment Calla's fingers touched the cover and she opened to the first page, magic erupted. Wind rushed through the shop, thunder shook the windows, and in the blink of an eye, she vanished. But she wasn't gone, not really. She had become part of the story itself, transported to a realm where the sky was made of parchment and rivers flowed with ink, where forgotten punctuation marks took on lives of their own, scampering across rolling hills like curious creatures in a dream. And that was just the beginning of Calla's extraordinary adventure in a world where stories weren't just told, they were lived.